8-sided one, right?
What does it say right next to your +7?
1
12.
D12. D12.
Plus.
5 slashing.
D12?
Plus 5 slash.
It's a great axe.
Jesus.
4.
Oh no.
9. So you swing for the wolf's head. It doesn't like dodge, but it like in fear it sort of reacts. It flinches, and you miss its head, and you end up cutting off one of its legs. And it yelps in tremendous pain. And the barking from the other wolves that you hear gets noticeably louder. Let me roll. Okay. So
Do wolves bark?
the thing that was holding the howl.
I can talk to animals.
Sorry, I don't. If you have a problem with barking, I should have said howl, I guess.
Yeah. They can bark, I guess. I never thought about it.
There are 2 other wolves that you couldn't see because they were kind of in the corners of the room that are now charging to attack you.
Oh my god.
Hugger. Pervins, that's my name.
It seems like whatever was holding them down before has totally loosened.
I will
And so
cast my dancing lights.
We're rolling initiative now, like a combat
Shit.
sequence is initiated.
One of them is incapacitated, yes?
Not incapacitated, but crippled. Yeah.
Heavily crippled.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
not
gonna
going
be
anywhere.
No, it's still gonna try to bite you.
Okay.
No way. A wolf? You chop
With-
off a
yeah.
wolf's leg, it's gonna try to bite you?
No.
Very inefficiently.
Man, that's the worst initiative roll I've made.
Am I rolling for initiative?
Oh, by the way.
No, you're not. So Lilia,
Yeah.
Lilia, you should roll for initiative because you are approaching the cave anyway, so you're entering the combat
Yeah.
situation.
What is it? It's
You could, roll. Let's have everyone roll for initiative. That would be the smartest way.
what is it? It's the roll plus proficiency, or
It's your roll plus initiative, which is your dex. So
1.
9.
Oh, I got a 1 too.
write this down.
Critical failure.
20.
Holy
Pervins.
shit.
Nice! Pervins!
Critical
And
success.
plus proficiency bonus?
Dexterity.
Plus dexterity.
2. 22.
I have a 3.
Okay.
You have 2 critical failures.
Don't
and a
just shout it
critical
at me. Let's
success.
go around the table. Lilia, what's your
9.
okay? Pervins?
22.
4. Andrew?
3.
3. Hogger.
Lol. In character, I say that.
Can I have you re-roll, Kyle?
Sure. 19 plus 3, so we're at 22.
Okay. Okay.
May I ask why I had to re-roll?
No.
Oh no.
But you can surmise why.
I
If your
can't.
number was different than all of ours, you must have been the same as a monster.
Oh, I don't know these rules.
Oh, you should read the book.
Okay.
Okay, so Pervins, you have first action.
What am I able to do?
You are able, so from the last encounter, since you didn't say otherwise, I'm assuming you still have your short bow in your hand.
I do.
However, in the area where the wolves are, it's completely black. So if you did try to shoot your short bow, you would be severely disadvantaged. So you can cast a spell. So basically, you can move and you can act. And what those actions are is kind of up to you. I have to work around what you decide.
I will cast dancing lights to blind and expose the pack of wolves.
I don't think it can quite be used in that way.
But it can't
So-
expose them.
You could see. You're basically giving yourself vision.
I will cast dancing lights.
You
then.
create up to 4 torch-sized lights within range, making them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs that hover in the air for the duration. You also combine the 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size. Whichever form you choose, each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. As a bonus action in your turn, you can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot within range. A light must be within 20 feet of another light created by the spell, and a light winks out if it exceeds the spell range. So based on the spell's description, because it didn't say otherwise, it doesn't seem like it's bright enough to blind somebody. It's basically as powerful as a
So,
flashlight.
but wait, if hers is double powerful,
Well, she has to roll to see whether or not it may be double powerful.
uh,
So
His.
His.
Just let's roll to see if the spell is successful first. Roll a d20.
16.
The spell is doubly successful. So,
Yes.
the way that I'm going to handle this is normally you could create up to 4 torch-sized lights. You can create up to 8. Or you can create a large humanoid creature.
Could I
of
create
light.
a large humanoid creature that would distract the wolves and follow the wolves would follow that creature? out
Why
of
would the
cave?
wolves? Why would the wolves? So you can't. When you
You can
Well,
do that
you
with that
combine it-
intention, but
you
then
can't
what happens
command
is-
like the light. You can't make it animate like a normal being. When you summon it, it's just like this glob that looks kind of like a humanoid shape that stands in place.
Because when I cast the spell, it like runs.
No, it like you can say I put it 5 feet in front of me or 5 feet behind me,
Okay.
or I put it.
I'll just cast
in-
the double amount of. I will. Double
Okay,
the
so where do you
strength
want
of
to put
my-
these orbs? Because
Um,
once you place them, they're gonna remain stationary.
just within the or just around the perimeter of the area of cave which we are in.
Okay, so you put it into the room with the wolves. It looks like the cave is about 20 feet vertically and then about 15 feet wide. So it's not a very big area. You see 3 wolves. One, the one that Hogger cut the leg off of, is the closest to you. The other 2 are on either side, about 5 feet behind it. But they're both running in Hogger's direction right now.
My friend.
So during this turn, you can still move if you would like. You can no longer attack since you used your action to cast the spell, but you can move closer or further away, or you can remain still.
I will move toward the entrance of the cave.
Move toward the entrance of the cave, so you're going to move back a little bit.
Retreating. That's
I
retreating.
will retreat.
Right.
You're leaving.
True to Pervince's nature.
Well, he casted the lights.
He's done
We
enough
can
for
already
today. Okay, so Pervince, you are standing directly at the mouth of the cave. You see Lilia coming towards you.
Lilia, you have to get in there. Hogger's in trouble. There are 3 wolves.
All right, I'm on it.
Thank you. I'll
Are
watch.
the wolves? Do we hurt the wolves?
The one is missing its foot,
Hmm.
and the others are blinded.
They're not. You can say that they're blind.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can say that.
I look at her
Well,
skeptically and continue
I
forward.
had, they are blinded by my powerful spells.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they
Okay.
were pervins.
I'll watch the cave.
Okay.
You get in there.
Whose turn is it? Lilia, it's your turn.
Wow. Okay. How far away am I?
So, you are about 5 feet away from Pervince at this point. You're
How far is Pervins from Hogger and the wolves?
about 10 feet.
Oh, all right then. I move to the top of the 3 stairs.
You can't. So the stair, like the entrance to the next cavern is narrow enough where like only one person could go. Like Hogger is right where you enter the area where the wolves are,
Okay.
and it's small enough that you both couldn't squeeze through
Okay.
there.
So is it the whole hallway is like that thin? Or
No, it's like immediately once you get past the steps, it opens up quite a bit.
Okay. So
well, more, I
it's
guess.
2015.
her light is made at dim light, and I can see in that really well.
Yeah, you can. You are fine. It
So
might as
we
well
could-
be
I-
daylight as
yeah,
far as you're
okay.
concerned. Yeah.
So, what can I see? I move up behind Hogger and I look around.
So you're
him.
directly behind Hogger.
Well, like 2 feet. I don't. He smells bad. But
Yeah.
Like and I look around him. What do I see?
So you see a wolf that is clearly in pain. There's a big pile. There's a big pool of blood.
Yeah, I heard,
and then you see.
I heard its cries.
Yes, you heard its cries, and there are 2 wolves currently leaping at Hogger, trying to bite him.
And nothing else. An exit to the area, or
You see, just past the wolf that is in a pile of blood, you see a stalactite sticking out of the ground. Is big enough where, let's say, a halfling or a crouched human could hide behind it for cover. And in the distance, you see a bunch of loose gravel, but you're not exactly sure what that area is.
okay.
Can you check out what those wolves were chained to?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so
What are the wolves
basically-
chained to?
Sure, that's a good question. There's an iron stake just clearly hammered into the stone floor. Like something must have been strong
Yeah,
enough to
yeah.
hammer it into the stone floor. And it's just iron change with us that is on each, like on their back left leg they have an iron clasp that they were attached to. Or not their, I'm sorry, it's on their neck, not their
Okay.
leg.
And speaking
So-
as a free action, right? Doesn't.
So use a free exit. I mean, you can't have like
Right,
lengthy
right.
conversations or like.
I just
anything like
say to Hogger, I say, there's no reason to fight these wolves. The damage is done. Whoever's in this cave obviously knows we're here.
That's not gonna work.
Let's just go past them.
You don't know Hogger.
Clearly I don't.
Let's dispose of them now while they're chained up,
I'm
so
gonna-
they
I
don't
would
attack
prefer
us
not to
later.
dis-
I'm gonna argue that like whatever you say, Hogger, it has to be like pretty quick, and you can't turn
Yeah.
around to acknowledge it because
Yeah.
like there are wolves
Kill.
right in your face.
One word, kill.
I like it. I like the one word kill.
I just sigh.
So, Lila, it seems like Hogger is rebuffing your.
Yes,
Okay.
it does seem that way. I watch Hogger.
That's it.
Yeah.
Next,
I'm not gonna fight these wolves. They're chained up.
Andrew, it is your turn. You have no vision of Hogger or Lilia. You can see, or the wolves. You can see Pervins at the mouth of the cave.
Am I? That's funny. Am I hearing what's going on at this point?
You hear a loud yelp and barks.
All right. Here's what I can do. I'm gonna back the wagon up. So, the wagon is basically, the back of the wagon is at the entrance of the cave.
You're obsessed with this goddamn
I'm
wagon.
obsessed with this wagon.
So you're moving the wagon into harm's way.
No, so I'm blocking. Cave's blocked. Nobody's getting out. And I want to sit at the back of the wagon.
Well, we have to bring the wagon through the cave, correct?
No.
No.
Oh.
This is
The wagon would have a really hard time.
The wagon
Okay,
doesn't factor into
because
this.
there's a
So why are we
stream of.
messing around in this cave?
Yeah, so there's a
Because
stream.
Because the
If
the
you
guy
do
down
that,
there-
it's gonna be
Yeah.
I forgot
the
about the
wagon is
stream.
gonna
Who
be.
cares?
I mean, it's shallow enough where you could do it. It wouldn't
It's
float
not
away.
worth it. No, you know what? I'm just gonna.
Just burn the damn wagon.
I'm gonna keep my bow drawn at the entrance. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm ready. I'm ready for anything that's coming out of that cave.
And you're gonna end your turn.
End turn.
Okay. All right.
Worst group of adventurers.
Yeah.
So the wolf on the left-hand side attacks you, Hogger.
Oh no.
So, 10-sided?
No, I roll.
Okay.
You wait.
I wait
I
for
roll,
no
you
one.
wait.
Hugger's
Then
going
more
down.
story.
It's happening right now. Hugger's done.
With any luck.
The wolves are chained. He can just move
Yeah,
backwards,
dude.
though, right?
The two
Cowardly
jumping at him, I
wolves.
don't think are chained.
I thought they were all chained.
No, they're all
weren't they?
chained.
So this wolf, I don't know if it's because you crippled its brother
This one's
or
pissed.
what it is, but it seems to have a ferocity that you've never seen
Oh,
in even the most
no.
feral of creatures. It
I'm more ferocious than any beast.
somehow leaps high enough to go for your neck.
Can it reach him?
You take 7 points of piercing damage.
So I'm back at 3.
There's another wolf, bro. There's another wolf.
At this point, Pervin stands at the mouth of the cave and screams, because he has seen his,
You don't
his
see- you
brother
don't-
fall.
You don't know exactly what's happening, but you see,
I see a figure.
A blur hits
in the
another
distance.
blur.
yeah.
I go, shh.
So just to be clear right now, There's one wolf that's chained. The two jumping were not chained, correct?
No, they were chained. The chain, so they pulled hard enough that the iron stake is out of the ground.
Got it.
And they're just dragging it on there.
Sure. Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah,
do that.
sorry, that was a failure on my part. So the wolves are the chain is no longer an issue.
Got it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Sylvanas.
right hand wolf
Which one?
attacks you now.
Oh no, Hogger still can't take a turn?
What is your AC?
This is what happens
16.
when you run your ass into a problem.
This wolf does not seem as capable as
Nice.
his
Phew.
Capable enough to do 3
brother.
damage.
Hogger is now your turn.
What happened with the other wolf?
The other wolf is trying to limp away.
No, the one on the right. The one that was not as
The
capable.
third one,
What did it
yeah.
do?
Second uninjured.
So it saw that the other wolf was going for the neck, so
Yeah.
it tried to go for his leg
Yeah,
to cripple him. Did not work.
just missed?
Just missed. So it like tried to it doesn't really understand what armor is, so it like bit Hogger's chainmail boot,
Oh,
but
sure,
the butt
sure.
wasn't hard enough
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
pierce through the armor.
quick
That's great.
thing that I think might be confusing. Every turn in combat is only 6 seconds long.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like
We
all
get a
these
little
things, all
playful
of these
with
things
it.
are like
Yeah.
immediate, pretty much.
There are
Got
some
it.
things like some of the conversations you guys have been happening would obviously
Right,
not
yeah,
fit
a
in that
little
6
going-
seconds. I give a little.
I'm going
leeway.
for the one that bit my neck.
Okay. Roll please.
10-sided?
20-sided. Always roll to attack with the 20-sided dice.
18.
That is a hit. I don't even need you to add anything. So roll a d12 plus 5.
Axe is so ridiculous.
9.
9.
That's what you did last time.
So you swing your axe in a horizontal arc, and almost like a professional skinner, you actually cleave off the top layer of its fur. You can see its spine, and it's just oozing blood and pus.
Blood
So
and
it's
pus?
dead, right?
No, it's not dead. It can still move. It just is missing some of its skin.
It's bullshit, man. Where are the killing blows?
That was a weak shot.
Jesus.
You didn't do enough damn. I feel that hit as though it hits me emotionally.
Yeah, you just watched him kill animals.
I know, and they were chained up. These things are slaves.
They're not chained up.
Well, not anymore. We could have just walked right by these things.
Talk to him, got some
yeah,
information.
I do think there's a little character that. No, never mind.
What?
We'll let this scenario finish.
Uh-oh.
My
Okay.
character?
In
No, you're fine.
debriefing. We'll cover it in debriefing.
Pervins, you're all set. It's your turn. That's what I'm trying to say. You're all set.
You're all
Pervins.
set, Purvis.
Well, Pervins is currently watching the wagon now as well.
The wagon hasn't moved. Kyle,
Yeah, I
I thought
redacted
we
that
moved-
action.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought that happened.
Andrew, that's a mistake. Mark that down.
Pervins cannot stand idle and watch his beloved Hogger.
Okay, because that's what Pervins is doing right now is standing idly.
He came back. He came back to warn the others, and he's done that. And now he will return to the corridor.
Can I just ask one question? Does Pervin speak in third person?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's important. I
So
like that.
Pervins, we're gonna get a little bit playful here. You saw how ferocious the wolves were, and you have already kind of retreated away from the combat scenario. And according to your character, you are a bit cowardly. So I'm gonna have to have you make a wisdom check to test your will to
Ooh, cool.
your true desire. Are you really strong enough to go back and
If
face
you
those
think it's
things?
necessary to test Pervins as well, I don't think it is, but
Yeah, it is. Roll a d20 and add your wisdom bonus.
-1.
16
Nice.
15.
for a 15.
Somewhere from a place that Pervins has never recognized before, is not familiar with, there is a well of courage springs up.
Good job, Pervins.
Okay, so you move back. So you guys are kind of clogged. You see Hogger,
Still in
At
the
this-
pathway.
yeah, at the top of the steps. You
Yeah, I
see
wasn't
Lilia-
able to move. Can I move out of the way?
Well, your turn's over and you did not specify.
Oh, okay.